And thank you, Kamal. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you.
I couldn't be with you till you choose. So thank you for
Yes.
choosing it. Thank you for choosing it. Ultimate vulnerability is the ability to see things as they are and not hide. Because everything is an interesting point of view. Everybody has a different point of view. Could we celebrate the difference? Could we honor other people for who they are? Could we honor ourselves? It starts with you. When you start honoring yourself, you start honoring others. So, any more questions? Hello, there's so many of you and no questions.
Well, I wanted to ask, this is Jasmine. I wanted to ask, when do we put our barriers up and when is the, when, I mean, usually we should keep it down, or like, I'm really confused about it.
So, would an infinite being, would a plant have barriers up? Would the dog have barriers up? अब मैं आपसे प्यार लूंगा, अब मैं आपसे प्यार नहीं लूंगा. So what makes us choose something we are not? We've been entrained and ingrained. We are trained to refuse receiving.
Can I ask something, Kamal?
1 minute. Can I finish with Yasmin, please? I'll come back to you.
Yes. Sorry, Kamal.
No, that's okay. Vulnerability is not refusing to receive anything, good, bad, or the ugly. It just is. Now, what do I choose? Now, what else is possible? Being in question helps. Doors open. When you are in question, you get to see a different reality. You can choose that reality. So ask yourself a question every time you're stuck in anything, barriers up or not. Do I have my barriers up? Will it be a contribution to have my barriers up? There's no right or wrong. You should have your barriers up. You shouldn't have your barriers up. When to have? There's no one rule to rules. It's being aware and conscious in every now moment and choosing what works for you.
Thank you, Kamal. Thank you.
Yes, Mamta. Hello, Mamta.
Yes. Good morning, Kamal.
Good morning. Hello, Krishna.
That way, energetically, you're saying my daughter also. Acha. No, you said dogs doesn't have any barriers. I do agree that. Then why dogs? Maybe their awareness. Some people they see and bark. To some people they are quiet, or their masters. Of course.
Tell me why. What happens? Tell me why do they do that?
I don't know. My said some awareness. That maybe this
Animals, bird, everybody else on planet Earth is aware. Even plants are aware. Only we don't want to be aware. We are aware, but we don't choose to be aware. We are aware, but we have so many points of views and so many entrainments and so many rights and wrongs and goods and bads that does not allow us to even look beyond our nose.
But sometimes dogs even see their masters going near to other dogs, they start barking. What is that?
We have entrained the dogs, made them domesticated, made them more human. So are they jealous? What if you asked a question? What is it that I'm not getting? What is it that I'm not even considering? What else is possible here? Would that open up doors? Would that give you a different possibility? What would it be like to have consciousness on the planet? What would it be like for everybody to work from who they truly are rather than what they have to be, what they should be, what this reality wants them to be?
But still, when they are so attached to their masters, they don't want anybody to come near.
So why? I don't have an answer.
Yeah, so that's what we humans have not engaged.
It's a different dog. It's a different, there are million possibilities here. What possibility is with that dog? You have to be there and ask that question. You will get the awareness if you honor yourself. You always have the awareness. You always get the awareness if you're willing to receive it. What would it be like to engage with everybody and be present, super present?
Okay.
Thank you for your question. I haven't been able to solve it. I'm not here to solve questions, guys. I'm here to give you tools. Never mind. Okay, any questions? All quiet. We are done.
We are not done. We are being vulnerable.
So, come on, ask your question.
So what can this vulnerability create for us?
You tell me. If you were being open, if you were not having any points of views, what would it create in your, what energy do you get? What would it create in your world?
It can create anything actually. It can create ease, it can create hurt, it can create anything.
Yeah.
Whatever we are willing to.
Okay, if you're in traffic, anyone here, if you're in traffic, do you have a road rage? How many here have a road rage? How many here go at the traffic jam? Yes, ऐसे किया, ये ऐसे पहले चला गया, ये आगे नहीं गया. How many go into that? Truth. How many go into that?
Most of us.
Yeah.
No, just talk for yourself. If
It's
it
very
was
common.
not, if it was not about dealing with traffic so much, as not making yourself crazy while you are in the traffic, you will make yourself crazy for what reason? What are the possibilities you could create in the traffic? We were just doing the book that we are reading is where is my way to
Possibilities.
possibilities. Thank you, Manisha. So the book we are reading is that, and there was one chapter there where it just coming to me that people were talking about what people do in traffic. Some get, most of us, like Mamta said, get troubled by it. Oh, I've got to get late, or I will do this or that. And there were these women who were talking about how they utilize that traffic time to create in their life. They start pulling energy from all of them they start pulling money from their pockets. And this is something I might be adding on to it, might not be the exact words there. They sometimes get their list. Okay, what all I need to do? Have a paper and pencil, and or nowadays you don't even need a paper and a pencil. You have notes on your phone. There's some people who call people who need to call and they don't have any time. I mean, Chandigarh, we are very lucky, but in Bombay and Delhi and other places, people can sit in traffic for quite some time. What are the possibilities that we all can create when you feel you have no choice? You feel you have no choice. That's why you get angry at people. That's why you get angry in the roadside. That's why you get abuse people.
What gift is the traffic that I'm not acknowledging? The jam.
Yeah.
Everything is a gift, right?
Yes. How could I use being stuck to my advantage?
Ma'am, I think people should try traveling in Bangalore. In that traffic, by default, you will pull energy from everywhere and create your life.
You can. Why wouldn't you choose that?
Absolutely.
She said, I pull money in my when I'm stuck in traffic. You could do that when you're stuck in office. You could do that when you're stuck in any situation.
There's so much greenery here. I keep pulling from all the trees, plants, as you know, as we drive to work. It's
Yeah.
fun.
And by doing that, are you also changing your life and also changing the lives of others on the same platform?
For sure, without a doubt.
Yeah. What if you chose to create your now and your future in every now moment? Because every choice that you're choosing now, every step that you're taking now is creating your future. What would you like your future to be? And one of them said that I undo the knots for people. Because I see somebody I used to go for a walk and I shared it with my group. I used to go for a walk and I used to see people not enjoying the walk. Some are grouchy, some are just finishing it, some are like the doctor told them to, and some that wife must have pushed them out. Or they must have chosen. So there was so much of a contraction on their face when even on the lake, even on the nice. We have lots of parks and places in Chandigarh. I see people going and not enjoying. So what do they have? Knots. You can sit there and undo the knots for people. How do you do that? All of us, I think most of us have done Symphony of Possibilities. What do? We unknot people. One session and you get clarity. What if you could use, I remember once I have shared a video also, I put it in the group. I went to leave my sister at the railway station, and this was a very weird day. They had a tent on the railway station doing yoga. I don't understand why people would do yoga on a railway station. People who are going away are in a rush. People who are coming, going ready to, willing to reach home. Why would they waste their time doing yoga? But this is what, there was yoga day. So everywhere they had put tents. And there was only one way to go and the same way to come back. And people were getting out of the cars, dragging their thing. And I had such fun sitting there watching them. And I pulled energy and I did Symphony of Possibility. I did a session on everybody and I unknotted their knots. And I saw people changing to smiling, some laughing also. And 3 people are going together and they're cracking a joke also. Can you change the energy? Have you been to a kitty party where people are just blabbering, talking about somebody else, and there's one person who walks in with serenity, walks in with who they are, and the whole atmosphere in that changes? Have you seen people crying and somebody just victims and somebody just walks in and then the energy changes? Would you like to be one of those? What would it be like to be aware 24/7? What do people love about not creating magic? You are infinite beings. Create magic in every now moment. Magic is your innate ability and capacity. And we choose to be the part of negative pattern. For what reason? What's fun in that? Again, I go. Question?
Thank you. That was so contributive. It has actually, these words were like symphony of possibility. Simply changed a lot for me. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Kamal, also thank you. And Kamal, we are so autopiloted now ourselves to be the finite beings that we are, and we keep ourselves contracted. And something happens, and then we just forget, oh my God, we are infinite beings. What about just expanding, just expanding? And earlier I used to do that. Of course, now also I get on, we are all work in progress. But every second or say every minute, you can put an alarm. I did that for myself earlier. Just expand. Be the infinite being every second of the day till you sleep off, and then also sleep off as an infinite being. The contractions will decrease, will dissipate, because all the time you're just expanding, exploring, going to realms you've never been before, with abundance in your arms and with gratitude. And then choose from there anything that you would like to. I mean, like you just said, that's what magic is. What is magic? Magic is the choices that you can make. And we suddenly, and I was so autopiloted to be the contracted, finite being that I am, until, of course, Gary and intervened. And I chose to have them in my life, and their sayings and their doings. And oh my God, it's changed me completely, And now also when I get into, am I being would an infinite being do this or be this? And then I expand,
Thank you so much. And I like to say that Meera was talking about expansion, and most of us here might not know what expansion is. Nothing. Just ask. If you now ask this moment, anybody who's contracted or feeling like low and feeling like not themselves, feeling like not the infinite being, but the finite being, just ask yourself to expand. By just saying, come on, Kamal, expand. You start being light. You are not this body. You are Vishal. You are the whole universe. And you cannot be compressed into this body. And when you are compressed into this body, you think that you have no choice. You go so much into this response system that you think that's the only way you have to function. Try using this tool that Neera just gifted to you all, that you can expand any time when you are feeling good or not feeling good. Anytime, just when you think of it, expand and see what changes. See what else possibilities show up, where you think that you have no choice. What it would be like to be totally vulnerable and being willing to be wrong, not perfect. Making nothing significant. Just being. Oh, this is who I am. What is wrong and right? This reality has fixed and put it and want to put you in a box. This is right, this is wrong, this is good, this is bad, this is negative, this is positive. What the fuck? Sorry for using this word, but I love using it. What to do?
Kamal, even in our Gita, if you remember in the Mahabharata, most of us, those who have read it, Krishna shows his Virat Roop, right? He grows and he shows Arjun that this is not, I'm not the body. And all of us bought into that only Krishna could do it. We are the Krishnas.
We are
हम
the
खुद Krishna hai. हम खुद we can become Virat, you know. So what about that? Because if we are the creators of our life, then we can be Virat, we can be small. But why choose smallness when you have greatness and Vishalta standing in front of you? So that I love that example by making myself Krishna and just expanding. That is the version of it, of Vishalta and of Virat.
Yes, I'll have that, please. In this book, they talk about what is this devil? Tasmanian, I think. I might be wrong. So she talks about it, that what if I was that devil? And also another one talks about, and Access, we talk about wacky wizard, weird. And everywhere we made those words wrong. Witches could create anything. Wouldn't you want to create a reality that you'd like to have? We are all witches, but we won't allow ourselves to be. Witch is not a wrong word. Look into the dictionary, guys. What if I didn't have to focus on anything? I didn't have to remember anything. And this, if I was being that devil, doing all things that I do in my life, and creating magic for me and for everybody else. Is that possible? When I said this, did it make like, what the fuck are you talking about, Kamal? Only Krishna can do it. I can't. Who all felt contracted here? Truth, honestly. You have to be brutally honest here.
Yes, no contractions. I said awareness is already entered inside our bodies now.
It's entered. You had pushed it out. It is always there.
Yes.
Good and
Before we were
infinity.
engraved with other things, no? Bachche
Yeah,
engraved.
totally.
We piled on so much of shit on ourselves. Kavita, would you please mute yourself? Okay, let me mute you. Yeah. What are we all refusing to receive? Everybody, every molecule on the planet is willing to give to us, is willing to have our back, is willing to do whatever you create magic with you. Where are you not playing with it? Where are you not co-creating? Where are you going into the victim mode? Where are you telling you're small, finite being, you can't do it? I have seen so many times, I'd make a list, to-do list, and I forget it. Or I say, okay, maybe tomorrow. And half the things get done by the evening on their own. Has it ever happened to you, or it's only me, the miracle one? Yeah. You have just asked, you just desired something, and the universe hears you.
Kaval ma'am, can I say something very
Yes.
interesting
Yes,
happened to me
Namita.
recently? So I was traveling to San Francisco for vacation for Christmas and New Year. And when I had a business class return ticket. And when I reached the airport British Airways counter in Bangalore, I just said, hey, would you mind to upgrade me to first class, just out of sheer fun? And they were like, ma'am, Bangalore to London, we don't have first class. However, we are happy to, get you first class from London to
How
San
does
Francisco.
it get any better than that?
I'm like, I'll have it.
What else?
Let's go for it.
Yes,
While
I
I was
have
in the
created
flight-
these magics many times.
And it's fun. It is real fun.
It's
So
real
while I
fun.
was in the flight, my body was like, anyways, my hometown is London. So I was like, I should have stayed back one day here and then gone, because it's like a 22-hour flight with stopover of 1.5 hours. And I was like, okay, we landed in Heathrow. For some reason, we didn't get parking for 30 minutes, which is a surprise because Terminal 5 is British Airways' own terminal. And I perceived my body was creating a one-day stay in London. Somehow I perceived that. When we reached, the door for San Francisco flight was closed. I was booked in the San Francisco flight 1 day later. I was given a hotel in Hilton and another upgrade, of course, to San Francisco in first class. And a third one, which honestly was a beyond for me, was on the spot visa of UK visa for a day. Now that was a beyond for me because I've never seen during my entire time in UK, Indian passport holders getting a visa on arrival. It's generally we have to get it from our hometown. And I was like, universe, can I have more of this, please? And of course, once I reached
You
San
are not the
Francisco, I had
creator, my love. You are
No,
not.
no, I'm not the creator. Someone else is the creator.
It just happened. It just
Yeah,
happened.
just
It was a coincidence.
Just a coincidence. I was like, let's create more. Once I reached San Francisco, I was like, it'd be nice to get an upgrade to the room. I called up, got an upgrade, and I'm like, oh my God, let's do something. So I had a phenomenal stay, met my friends in the Bay Area, and now I'm in Dallas, working out of Dallas office for a week. Monday, I fly back to Bangalore. But it's been such a magical journey, and I realized so much of access I've learned. Before I left, I did the 7-day with Gary Dane, and I knew something was opening up there. It has been a brilliant trip, one of my favorite, and I've used access tools like left, right, and center, and it is creating magic. And now nothing is impossible for me, Kaval ma'am. For me, it's like ask and receive.
Exactly. That's who you truly are.
That's so beautiful.
So beautiful. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
are you all aware of that you are not willing to be aware of?
So true. Cover, like, I love this.
Thank you, Navanita,
Thank
so
you,
much
Navneeta. I know.
for those. I have many of those things that I don't want to take time for people. Most of them know it. They are with me in my book club. But yes, anybody else here?
So true. Thanks, Navneeta, for, this reinforces our belief in the magic and the miracle we are. But I remember getting this tool, and for me personally, I mean, it made so much. At that time, it didn't make sense. I said, how can I be the magic and miracle that I truly am, and I'm not acknowledging? But I said, okay, let's play with this tool, okay? And just using this one tool, of course, along with expansion, gratitude, and abundance with me, I expand, and then I use this tool. I use it for every situation. If there's a situation, I say, oh, yucky, I don't like this situation or whatever. I say, what magic and miracle am I with this situation that I'm not acknowledging? I say it at least for half an hour. I time myself, and I get into the energy of not repetitive like a parrot, but I get into the energy of what is it? I am magic, I am miracle, but I'm not acknowledging it, right? So what about acknowledging it with this particular situation or with this particular person or whatever, even with myself, and something changes. Just that question, what magic and miracle am I that I'm not acknowledging? And then I acknowledge it. I am that magic and miracle, Yeah.
So what would it be like to be aware of how phenomenal you, how brilliant you are, how magical, miraculous being you are? It's just that. It's nothing else. This reality tells us you're not enough, you're wrong, you haven't done this right. And then you make yourself fit into that reality, making you, torturing yourself, being unkind to yourself, and create. Have you been able to please anybody? Honestly, tell me, have you been able to please anybody? No. And you have not been able to please you too. And you have so many regrets. I had so many regrets since all my life for so many things because I was the perfectionist. Every night, if I did 10 things right, I didn't do one thing right, I would beat myself for that 11th thing that I didn't do right. I don't think anybody else here does that. What would it be like to receive the kindness that we truly are? What would it be like to be present in every now moment, never, ever, ever, never going into the wrongness and asking a question, what else is possible? It's a very simple tool. What else is possible? How does it get any better than this? When you ask how does it get any better than this? Anything that is bad starts to get better. Anything that's good starts to get even better. How many of you have used this tool and vouch for it? Nobody here except Neera and me.
Me too.
Will you please unmute yourself and say it loudly together if whoever has.
Me too.
Me, it's me.
Yes. What else is possible?
It's
that I've
such
never
a bloody
considered?
simple tool. How does it get any better than this?
Than this.
Rather than going into the conclusion, मैं ऐसे करती तो वैसे होता, मैं वे नहीं करा, मैं ऐसे करता तो ये हो जाता, वो नहीं हुआ, ये नहीं हुआ, ऐसे नहीं हुआ, वैसे नहीं हुआ, वो क्या कहेंगे, मैं क्या कहूंगी, ये. Come on, get out of that. See how brilliant you are. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Love you all. Adore you.
Thank you, Kawal.
On a Sunday to come at 8 o'clock here.
Do you
Awesome.
feel how many people's lives are you changing?
Yes, I really love you. You are.
I can only change people's lives if they're willing to.
Yeah, we are
Yes.
willing. That is why we are
We are
here.
willing.
Love you guys.
I'm willing. You are such a contribution to me. I love you.
Yeah, thank you, Kaval. Thank you so much for being there. We'll really look forward for these calls. And I would like to share one thing. Daily morning, I go to YouTube and listen to Fun Aging calls. It really energizes me. It's like the revision of whole of the access.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Kawal, अभी कभी हम भूल जाते हैं ना Sunday. My husband reminds me tomorrow is Sunday. You don't want to attend Kawal's call?
I would love to have him attend it or two.
Yeah, but that's what I told him. That why
Is
don't
he
you
sitting
sit?
next to? Sometimes he sits next
Yes,
to you.
yes. Now also he's there.
He doesn't want to show his face. He's scared of
No,
so many
मुझे
women.
उठाया.
There is
बोला कॉल नहीं अटेंड
Manish
करना.
here. There is
Call नहीं
Manish.
attend करना है. My son has also attended from USA that way, but now.
Thank you.
Anyway.
Yeah, thank you, Kamal. Thanks. It feels so nice when there is acknowledgement. So I want to acknowledge you for you too. So I've missed a lot of Sunday calls, yeah. So when I sit my husband and I, we have separate room. बहुत कमरे हैं तो चलो, I love dancing, so he loves.
Is
doing
that the
something.
reason? Is that the reason?
No,
Or are you just because you don't want?
This is a vulnerability call.
Yes.
Kamal, this is a vulnerability call.
Today is the vulnerable call.
Yes.
In fact, it works so beautifully. I'm not justifying, but just saying that you're still in love with each other because we have a separate. I've created it. I know that. So when I sit with him, I put on the YouTube and he's with his iPad, and I go to all the Fun Aging calls that I've missed. He recognizes your face straight away, and of course some of the other faces as well.
कहते हैं बदनाम होंगे तो क्या नाम ना होगा?
Yeah, exactly, absolutely.
कमल बदनाम होके तो नाम हुआ है. बदनाम होके तो नाम हुआ है.
Exactly. और बदनाम हुआ तो क्या हुआ? नाम तो हुआ ना. That's what
Exactly.
So today also he walked in, and he heard you. So he said to me, "Acha, boy," and I muted myself when he walked in. So then he said, "Boy, as in how boy." He knows to stay in
Boy
Chandigarh.
devil hai.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am so great.
Thank you, Kamal.
Thank you,
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you for the
So we still have 12 minutes. Any questions?
There's a demand. So I was looking for the December calls because I missed it for some reasons and could not find on the YouTube. So what will it take for you to
How come they're
upload
not
those?
there? How come they're not there?
Yeah, I couldn't find
I
them.
I will ask the guy who puts them on. I'll ask him what he's been doing.
Thank you so much.
So what could you create if you're willing to be you?
Anything we desire.
What's stopping you? What's stopping you from creating the life that you would like to have? And so busy looking at all the limitations, all the blocks. From looking at the limitations and blocks to create something possible, not possible. Looking at the blocks and limitations to feel good, not possible. To consider changing you, not possible. To consider changing your reality, not possible. Your relationship, not possible. By just being you, just being present, aware in every now moment. Thank you, Jazz. She's put the link on the chat, guys, for the YouTube calls. Is that right, Jazz?
That is correct.
Thank you.
Of course.
Haven't seen your face, darling.
देख लो मेरा थोबड़ा.
थोबड़ा तो नहीं है, सुंदर सा फेस है. Look, देखो जरा, इतना घंटा into the 50 minutes into the class and she's still calling herself थोबड़ा. मेरा तो कुछ फायदा ही नहीं है ना यहाँ होने का.
And eating like I used to all the time, remember?
That's okay. But if you don't make
I will share one thing.
Don't make yourself wrong for eating all the time. It will not matter. But if you are eating and making yourself wrong, I'm not going to say. Okay, tell me.
No, but I want to share something. Yeah, okay. So I don't know if you remember this. I asked you this, I think when I was in North Carolina. By the way, whoever is in Dallas, that's my gaon. So please be nice to it. Anyways, I had asked you, if you remember, like I was not stuck. I chose these accommodations and I was saying, yaar, bahut rules hain, ye, wo, blah, blah. And you were like, how much fun can you have with rule? And Neera also said that too, right? Like how much fun can you have with rules? And sometimes it's good to have structure and whatever. But I ultimately wanted my own like private flat, which I have now. So yeah, I've been here for almost a month now. So these guys are coming back from India on Tuesday. So I have to vacate Monday. So I was not finding new accommodations. वो same tanta हो रहा था, पैसे बहुत ज़्यादा, वो एक ही कमरे में, and I was like, I don't want to do this. So I started to wrong myself for it. I was like, here I go down again into the rules, form, structure, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, wait, how does it get any better than this? What is it that I desire? I desire to be in another private flat, koi India ja raha, whatever scene is. And I literally just kept on asking questions for, I think it was like 15 minutes on last Sunday. And within 15 minutes, somebody pinged me on Facebook and said, hey, we're going to India and we have a flat. So whoever can listen, I will be getting my own private flat again on Tuesday.
How does it get better than this, Jazz? How does it get more than this? These questions are miraculous, right?
Yeah,
I was wondering, I said, Jazz ko kya hua? Uske baad kya hua uski story ke saath? It just came up and I saw you. And thanks for sharing.
Yes. Yes, I got my own new flat, moved some stuff today, and then on Monday I'll be officially vacating this one.
I am coming!
So yes, how does it get any better than this? And don't be like, because I was like crying and depressed, ki, by God, mere ko share nahi karna, ye wo. And I was like, no. this is not the energy I want to ask in. Hold on. I literally stopped myself mid crying. I'm like, no, this is not the energy I want to be. What is it that I want to create? Another private flat where I have my own privacy. And this one is a 1-bedroom. The next one that I got, that I went and shifted my stuff, that's a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom for myself. Hello.
Woohoo!
So,
You're not
yes.
the creator. You can't create anything. You're useless. How
Those
does
people who
Thank
go
you,
to
Kaval.
India can create an apartment for you, not you.
I know.
Yes. So thank you, Kaval, and thank you, Neera, because this is how the conversation had started back in October.
Yeah.
Of like,
Magic starts to show up when you be you.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
So what contribution are you all being that you're not acknowledging? What would the world be? What would the world be in 5 years, 10 years, 50 years, 200 years if each one of us, starting with, would acknowledge the phenomenons of us? Can you even picture it? Was it light? Are you willing to create that world? Are you willing to create the universe where everybody is aware and conscious and functioning from who they truly be? What new possibilities could show up? What massive change can show up by being you? So what is being you? How do you choose being you? Is being what you're looking for? Is being you what you're creating? Tell me guys, what does being you mean to you?
Just being present, oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Yes, Neera, you were saying something. You are mute.
So being me, for me, means just being present, just being present. Okay, I'm aware of this. Am I? So when I become, when a lot of awarenesses come, and if I linger on the awarenesses and just because awareness is like this, okay, and if I linger on it, it changes into judgment. So then I do ask the universe, okay, I know this is awareness. Just correct me here, okay, Kamal, I need your help here. So मेरे को थोड़ा सा awareness, or to keep that awareness for a longer period, I sort of converted into a judgment many a times. I have noticed with myself, when I be present with it, like if there's something about A, something about B, something about the situation, awareness aa gayi, okay? And then the next step for me, many a times I get into that judgments thing. Oh, acha, I think wo wali, and then I stop myself. But I do that often.
Thank you, Neera. For me, it is a demand of me, and then choosing.
Okay.
Choice creates me. Choice lets me know who I am. Where am I making these choices from?
The space. You're talking about the space. On which space?
If I'm making my choices from what will be fun for me, what is ease for me, what will work for me, no matter it's good, bad, ugly, reality, whatever it is by this universe, by this reality. All the points of view this reality has about your choices. You go, even if nobody comes along with you. Just making a demand and choosing me. What would it be like to, I ask a lot of questions. What would it be like to constantly choose and keep opening doors to infinite possibilities? Okay, this working? No. Okay, this, yeah, that's light. Okay, go for it. Oh, A boulder aa gaya. Okay, so is there something else? Fork aa gaya. Now where to go? So I am asking constantly questions and demanding of me to show up as me because I don't know. This is something I was never told who you are or what you are. Nobody ever mentioned this to me while I was growing up. Who I am. What does that even mean? When I came to Access, I didn't know what does that even mean. And slowly and slowly, what gives me joy, what brings me home, what doesn't contract me, what allows me to choose beyond this reality. Infinite possibilities available to me when I'm able to see those infinite possibilities. When I'm contracted and in that limited space, I can't even see beyond my nose. So when I all continuously ask, okay, what else is possible? About that space where I'm willing to receive everything, good, bad, and the ugly, and then make a choice. Not go into blaming anybody, not go into blaming myself, not going into right and wrong, good and bad, nothing. Just receiving as it is and seeing what reaction or what goes in my body. If it's fun, I'm choosing it, no matter what. If it brings ease into my life, I'm choosing it, no matter what. Receive and access what the universe is constantly gifting to me. Beyond my wildest dreams. Like this, she said, not going into, she was into, oh my God, acha, ab kya kare, yahan ek din phas gaye, ab kuch nahi hai. Would she have created the magic? If Jazz had gone into, oh my God, not asked a question and gone into, I'm fucked up, I can't do anything. Would she have created what she would? Do you, Neera, create what you magic that you create by going into the wrongness of you? No, you can't see the magic from victimhood. You can't see the magic for being in the dumps. You can't see the magic depressed or sad. You have to choose to come out of it. Where you're willing.
Beautiful, Kanwal. Thank you so much for this.
Thank you,
And
Neera.
quickly, can I share one little thing? Because I think last year ki baat thi, or 6 months pehle ki baat thi, I had a rat in my kitchen. Okay, I asked you all-
Neera, I'll have to stop you. Let me stop the recording and then start again. Yes, Neera, go ahead.
Yeah, so I remember very distinctly a few months back, I think there was a rat in my kitchen, and I did ask all of you present. And one of you, I don't remember who, said that maybe I'll go back to the recording, that talk to the rat. And of course, there were a lot of other practical tips also given. And 2 weeks back, another rat, a big one, appeared in our kitchen, and I was not feeling too good about it. I felt the kitchen is dirty, bahut kuch kiya, but we couldn't use a practical tip because I have a dog, I lost my other one. I had two. So हमको यही डर था कि वो mouse का वो कुछ खा ना दे, आटे में डालो, ये करो, वो करो. So we didn't sprinkle anything. Okay. And then using access tools, what else is possible with this rat? I got this awareness to talk to the rat constantly. So mental bahut baat kiya. I said, okay, this is not your house, The universe has created a house for you outside this house. I think someone had given me that tip also, which I'd forgotten. And then
it was given by Kanwal only. This tip was given by Kanwal only. She said, I talked to the
Doesn't
snakes
matter.
and all.
It doesn't matter who gave it.
Yeah, thank you, Kanwal. Yeah. So that's the tip I use, and I talked constantly with the rat for about 2 days. But jab bhi dhyan aata tha, instead of going, oh my God, he's yucky, kyun hai idhar, not getting caught, getting into that, like you said, into that deep hole, I would say, okay, this is not your house, this is mine. I love my house, and why don't you find your own house and things like that, okay? And after 2 days in the night on his own, and one thing we were like, all of us family members unison mein the ki, we don't want to kill it, like, you know, and we don't want to do that. And he was on getting caught in the rat trap. So we had this bucket of water lying in the kitchen. Pani chala gaya tha, so we were washing the vessels. The maids were washing it, and thoda pani tha in the bucket. In the night, he must have jumped from the sink and he fell into the water, and he died on his own. So I used a lot of killing energy. That's what I want to say. So I said, what killing energy, can I use? Because Dane talks a lot about killing energy. It was during that phase, along with what you said. I said, well, mostly for us, killing energy is so wrong in our universe, And when I started using all those tools as well, in the morning, it was such a relief. The first thing in the morning, we saw him there. And then we said, it's fine. We went and just threw it and. So I just wanted to share this because in this group, it happened. And what miracle and magic are we? Even with anything, even it may be small for some, but it was big for me in my universe, at that period of time. So thank you, Kanwal, and thank you all of you.
Really, thank you for sharing that. What if possibility is undefined? And it's a space where anything is possible. Anything can be created. Anything can exist with no limitations. Would we like to choose that, guys? Would we like to be the miracle that we truly be and acknowledge it? Any little miracle, any little ease you create in your life is a miracle. Please acknowledge it. Miracle is a choice that you make to create. What am I aware of here that I'm not acknowledging? Ask that question time and again, rather than going into ye wrong hai, ye right hai, ye galat hai, ye good hai, ye bad hai, maise nahi, waise nahi. And use it to your advantage. Use every now moment to your advantage. What does that mean? You're not selfish, you're being selfless. If you are happy, are people around you happy? Do you create a happy universe? So the topmost priority is me. When I am the magical being I am, I radiate to everybody else the same energy and invite them to choose greater for them. What would the world be like if we were all choosing to be the greatness that we truly be? And also ask, what would the world be like if there was no me? What comes up? Does any lightness comes up or heaviness? Does it lighten you up? What would the world be like there if there was no me?
Kanwal ma'am, I'm actually, I don't know, this is interesting. I'm actually say every morning when I wake up, how much the world is lucky that I'm alive today.
Exactly.
They're so lucky to get me.
Exactly. Each one of us is a contribution.
Absolutely.
The universe is not complete without us. Each one of us.
Yep.
We are here to play our part. Change the world. Woohoo!
This is so amazing, Kanwal. The universe is incomplete without us. I love that.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes, if you came from there.
How valuable we are. How? Yeah. No, completed, Kanwal, then I'll talk.
No, go for
No,
it.
so how valuable we are. Yeah, okay. No, I'm saying how valuable we are, how important and significant we are for ourselves. But when you don't acknowledge it, then, all that. So, oh my God, I've lost my train of thought. I had so much to say about being valuable. Yeah. So the oxygen, the carbon dioxide that we breathe out, is so much required by the plants. Wo jo palak aur ye sab khana khate hain, where will it go if you don't give out that carbon dioxide? Right?
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
That simple thing that my carbon dioxide is is contributing to the plants, actually brings me, oh, how significant and how important and how valuable I am.
Thank you. Neera, can you tell more about the killer energy that you mentioned?
Kamal, why didn't you go ahead?
नहीं, आप बताओ, क्वेश्चन आपके लिए है.
एक ही बात है. So, how much of killing, for me, killing and murdering, that was all combined, So the energy of killing, I used to reject it. And when, especially during when the awareness of the 9 parts of the Durga that we celebrate so profoundly in India, all the roots of Durga, Navratri mein, there is one energy over there, there's kindness. You see all the 9 groups, there is one energy over there when she's Kali Ma and she kills, and she literally kills in that. But the point is, we're talking about the energy part. So that killing energy, for me, many times I used to reject it, refuse to take it. And when I got the awareness that everything is in the universe, we are in a lance, whether it's good, bad, or ugly. And if you feel that the killing energy is ugly, what about going for examples like the cancerous cells in our body? If we didn't have cells in our body which had the killing energy to kill the cancer cells naturally, I'm not talking about the chemo, but the chemo too could add to it, cancer would have been there in our bodies anyways. So killer energy is something that is so much required, and we sort of reject it, and we get confused by all the other energies that we connect it with. And you can throw more light on it, Kamal, because I know Dane has given such beautiful clearings. Yeah.
So beautifully you explained. There's nothing else to say.
Okay. Thank you.
Nothing else to say.
So if every energy की allowance होनी है, तो killing energy की भी.
Yeah.
Kamal, tell something about killing energy.
What I can add is that you are being, if you were being who you be, if you were being the infinite being, sorry, infinite means उधर से खुला है. Infinite means aseem, limitless. Would you define ये करूंगी, ये नहीं करूंगी, ये नहीं हो सकती, ये नहीं, whatever is required, no good, if there was no right, wrong, good, bad, what would you choose? Would you, if somebody, don't you have that energy with you? If somebody, the snakes, the dogs, everybody has that killer energy. When you go and pounce on them, they will kill you. They will retaliate back. You have that energy too. Why wouldn't you choose to do that? But as soon as you go into judgment, to belief system, oh, I should be saint. What is a saint? Is snake not saint? And judgment is the ultimate killer energy. You are judging 24/7, you're killing. Where are you fooling yourself? Isn't judgment a killer energy, guys?
True.
So
Also, yeah.
let's get clear about who we are. So please, that's what I keep telling my book club, that please keep a paper and keep writing who you are, means what lightens up your world.
Also, Kamal, are you finished?
No, okay, go ahead.
No, about killing energy, I just remembered, Dane, so beautifully, it's like how you replace uncreate and destroy, right? We say that a lot. We uncreate and destroy all our past experiences, our relationship with ourselves, with our spouses, with the loved ones, with everything, with our business. So what about killing it? Until that goes away. Until the killing energy doesn't, let it go. The lack, all the time we feel we are in lack, we are not good enough. But अगर वो good enough को हम kill नहीं करेंगे, how can we create more? How can we create an energy that is going to be, oh, we are more than good enough? And how can we make it greater and greater and greater? So he talks about that energy. And in my mind, I just put it now, sometimes instead of saying uncreate and destroy, I said, what about using the killing energy that exists within me to kill it completely?
But something is triggered. Can I say something?
Yeah, please.
Not coming from a point of view that I can kill it, everything that I don't desire. Because that's coming from a point of view that I don't desire this is not good enough. That's coming from judgment.
Judgment, yeah.
The animal doesn't plan beforehand that it will kill somebody. It's that energy that you be at that moment. You use that because you have that tool with you. You use it when it's required.
So true. So true. It's like the bear. जब वो मच्छी खाता है तो वो थोड़ी सोचता है मैं मार रहा हूँ उसको. His body requires that fish and he's there in the waters and he just picks it out and eats it. So exactly, just that's that space. From which space are you using that killing energy?
Be aware you have that. That is you. That's your innate ability. Use it to your advantage. Don't have it planned beforehand that I will use and kill everything that is not required in my. So when you say you kill everything that's not required, you're coming from judgment. You have to judge it first. Hello, am I still here?
So true. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. It's 9:15. We've gone 15 minutes more. No problem. Thank you, guys. Each one of you.
Thank you.
For including me today.
Thank you so much.
Love you
Bye.
all.
Bye.
Have a
Please,
great
Bye.
week. Have a great day. Have a great
Thank
week.
you.
See you
Thank you,
next
ma'am.
Sunday.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Bye bye.